Up next, we have a man who has taught and been taught. He is a great comic, and he was awarded with the Best Ed Sheeran Impersonation. Please give it up for David Parsons.
Thank you, Zach. It's a good intro. I feel obliged, though, to bust out a little Ed now. No, oh, go on. White lips, pale face, breathing in the snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Beautiful song about heroin use. Really can't beat that, can you, Ed? You won't expect it from him. He's such a cuddly little muppet. And he's got that curly ginger hair. You just want to take him home and feed him, right? Or is that just me? So, I was going to do my usual set tonight. I thought I'd try it out, try and test it. But I've been inspired by my students, who've all come up here with new material. I've never seen Sam with a guitar before. New jokes from everybody. So I might do a few of the old favorites, but I'm going to try a few new things too. So, Sam was talking about being sued for pirating porn. It's kind of embarrassing. And it reminded me of a service that some evangelical Christian men subscribe to, which will email their search history to their father, priest, or friend. And I found that horrifying, frankly. Not because of any nasty porn that I download, but because I don't want anyone knowing my 4 a.m. searches for biggest breeds of domestic cat, Australian Prime Ministers of the 19th century, or hanging victims of Albert Pierpoint, the last British hangman. I don't know what my brain does at 4 a.m. I do have a very screwed up sleep schedule, I must admit. I like to stay up late, and I read a sort of a meme that really spoke to me the other day. You can be a night person and a morning person if your sleep schedule's screwed up enough. So I resemble that a little bit. The other thing I was thinking about, Amber was talking about her father. My father is 82 years old. He lives in England. And I was thinking, why can't he just say thank you for a gift like a normal fucking person? I got him once, my mother passed 20 years ago, and I got a family picture of ours from when we were all, happy and alive. And I got it embroidered. And I sent it to my dad, and I thought he'd love this. And he was like, that looks like it was very expensive. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I bought him once, I thought he'll love this. I got him a 12-month subscription to the Whiskey of the Month Club. A bottle of malt every month. And he calls me up like on month 2. He's like, is this just whiskey? I'm like, what the fuck do you think the Whiskey of the Month Club is? And then, quite recently, I bought him a pair of earbuds that are wireless and noise cancelling. And he called me up and he's like, I can't hear shit with those on. So I thought, I'm going to give up. He's a little sensitive about his age. And so I bought him a large print keyboard for the short of sight. It was pretty cool. It was like, all the keys are like double size and the letters are big and luminous. What does the motherfucker do? Oh, thanks for that keyboard, Dave, it's great! You asshole! So I read an article the other day on the internet, because I like to read articles on the internet, it's wonderful. And it was the one-word text message that is the worst you can receive. And apparently, it is in response to an invitation to do something if you respond with the word sure. And there are degrees of this. You can maybe rescue it by adding an exclamation mark. But if you put a period on it, it's 20 times worse. And this I know because I have a Gen Z assistant at work, and I can remember when she was quite new with us, and she'd done something great, and I sent her a note, and I said, thanks. And she shows up at my office nearly in tears. She's like, well, what did I do wrong? I'm like, nothing, you did a great job. She says, but baby, you said thanks with a period. And so now I've got like hotkeys programmed for various emojis that I have to use. She needs a little smiley face. And you got to be careful at work, no winky faces. But I find the clown face quite useful. But Jesus, I mean, is this how far we've come that we have to think about punctuating our text messages? All right. Well, we had Kevin talking about getting a dog in the pandemic. That's lovely. I'm a cat person, and people generally divide into dog persons and dog people and cat people, right? Because it is the dog people in here. Oh, yeah. Cat people? So, I have a cat, 2 cats actually. They're Burmese. Now, Burmese are cats that behave like dogs. Why would you do that to yourself? If you like cats, you like the cat things, right? Anyway, I don't find that to be true, but another thing I've noticed is like a lot of people have sort of parental relationships with their pets, right? I'm a cat mom, I'm a cat dad. I've never seen my relationship with my cats like that. If it's a male cat, he's like a bro. He's like, hey dude, what you doing? I'm gonna go over and scratch my balls. I'm not that cat's parent, you know, maybe his frat brother. And then female cats, which I've had more often, they're like a jealous ex-girlfriend that lives with you. They just stare at you, especially when you get affection from, you know, anybody else. And they glare. And they go, I'm not going to be bothered with you for about 10 minutes, and then they're back. Meow, feed me. And I got some bougie cats, my God. These cats, they eat better than I do. They like dried prawns. They like chicken hearts. I mean, dude, we could be sort of penniless and we'd still be buying those cats this food. I've run out of vaguely new material, so let's close with an old joke or two. All right, so we went as a family. I've got a wife and a 13-year-old kid. We went to Colorado for our spring break because my family love winter sports and I love legal weed. And a couple of edibles in this last trip, I realized that I needed a soundtrack for the evening's enjoyment. So I got on my phone and I Googled music to listen to while high. Except I didn't Google it, I I texted my wife. And I got a response almost immediately. Really? You woke me up, asshole! Not to be deterred, I got on my phone again. Yes, this time I Facebook messaged my father. And you know, having heard about him earlier, you probably know how this is going to go. And I was going to apologize, but immediately I got this response back. Dark Side of the Moon by Floyd. Anything by Coltrane. And trust me on this one, son, the second movement of Beethoven's 7th Symphony. So I think I have a kind of idea of what to get my dad for Christmas. A subscription to High Times and a Bob Marley box set. Alright, I'll go out on this. So when I moved here from England some 20 years ago, there were a lot of words that caused some confusion because they mean different things over here. In America, the word fanny is slang for buttocks. In England, a fanny is a vagina. So you can perhaps imagine my confusion when an American friend said, "Gee, I went on a long bike ride yesterday, my fanny's still sore." What the hell were you sitting on the saddle, lady? In England, beavers aren't remotely sexual. In fact, the youngest Girl Scouts are called Beaver Scouts and are led by a grey beaver. Please, sir, would you like to buy some beaver cookies? No, not really, no. Okay, I'll go and work on my Beaver Explorer badge. In England, rubbers are used to erase pencil marks. Not here. Which explains the strange look I got when, before a text in college, I asked an American classmate if she had a spare rubber because I lost mine. Alright, I said, I'm just trying to stop myself from making a mistake I'll pay for later. Well, I didn't get a rubber, and she sat on the other side of the room from the weird guy. And just as I feared, the need arose and I had to rub one out of my own. My favourite English dessert has a very strange name. To the English, a spotted dick is a delicious raisin cake. To Americans, a spotted dick is an excellent reason to call your doctor immediately. In either case, I highly recommend slathering with cream. And this one's the worst. The American use of the word spunk makes me positively nauseous. In America, spunk means courage, determination, get up and go. In England, spunk is slang for semen. I have a friend who's always, "My mom is so full of spunk." Talking about her 15-year-old daughter. Oh God, I hope not. Well, folks, you have been a fantastic audience, and I've been David Parsons. Cheers!